a multicultural world. So available to sa baba at 250 pesos.
Only.
Only. 250 only. So basahin ko lang yung about the author dito sa libro. Okay, so a Filipina writer and a social anthropologist, Melba Padilla Maggay holds a doctorate in Philippine Studies, a master's degree in English literature, and a first degree in mass communication. She was research fellow on intercultural communication at the University of Cambridge under the auspices of Tyndale House, applying the subject to the question of culture and theology. She has lectured on intercultural communication and other cross-cultural issues worldwide, including a stint as Northrop visiting professor at Hope College, Michigan, and visiting lecturer at All Nations Christian College in England. Dr. Maggay uniquely combines academic expertise with a certain artistic flair and a leadership gift that brings people together for a common vision and enterprise. As a writer, she shifts easily from technical to creative writing, having won top literary prizes from prestigious award-giving bodies in the Philippines. As founder and longtime director of the Institute for Studies in Asian Church and Culture, or ISAC, she was cited for her outstanding leadership in organizing the evangelical Protestant presence at the EDSA barricades during the February People Power uprising in 1986. Dr. Maggay has also written numerous books and articles on social, cultural, and theological issues published here and globally. Her book, Transforming Society, was first published in England and has been translated into Spanish, Arabic, and Bahasa Indonesia. Her groundbreaking book on Filipino communication patterns, Pahiwati, published by Padilla, right, explores communication theory from a uniquely culture-specific perspective. A Clash of Cultures, that's another book, examines the cross-cultural tensions that surfaced between American Protestantism and Filipino religious consciousness during the first 3 decades of American colonial rule in the country. And Gospel in Culture, meron si MJ, ng kopya dala niya. Contextualization Issues Through Asian Eyes, edited by Dr. Maggay, provides readers with papers from 13 of the country's best theologians and missiologists discussing hermeneutical and cultural issues posed by contextualization within Asian religious traditions. As a social anthropologist, Dr. Maggay is resource speaker and consultant on culture, social change, and development issues. A frequent speaker and participant expert in international conferences, Dr. Maggay travels widely and has had the privilege of cross-cultural experience in over 40 countries on 5 continents. So, sa dami-rami ng introduction na to para sa ating mga writers, especially sa mga dugong Ivy sa inyo, Dr. Maggay is Ate Melba. Siya ang ating Ate Melba. So it's an honor to have her here, and thank you, Ate Melba. So the table is now yours.
Salamat, Ina. I think this is good so we can have more conversation together. The first thing I think that I would like to say is that we need to be, as writers, aware ng what technology does to us. Una-una, it's yung tinatawag na subliminal effect. No? Si Joseph Goebbels, as known this, siya yung propaganda minister ng Third Reich ni Hitler. And this is what he said: if you repeat a lie often enough, sooner or later, people believe, especially if it's a very big lie. No? And I think it's important for us to realize now, because of this awareness, subliminal fake news, there is a challenge of changing the social winds, no? About wind change. Yung challenge of changing the social climate, okay? And I think it's good, siguro, for the first part of this talk, for us to be aware ng certain facts in communication, no? Now, we need to be aware that we are in a technologically mediated social environment, okay? The media actually controls us much more. What we know is constructed for us by media. Those anonymous authorities in newsrooms or trolls behind computer terminals. When you ask yourself, what do I know? What I know is actually shared by media, no? Long ago, si Jacques Ellul, who is a French sociologist, already said that we live in shadows. What he means is that we no longer believe our own primal experiences. Huh? We live in shadows. We live in those figments of reality that are orchestrated and manufactured and processed for us by me. So that's why he calls these shadows. We live in shadows. As against what C.S. Lewis calls primal history. Ibig sabihin ng primal history is when I walk out of this, building, I experience traffic. I experienced these long queues for commuters. And then I see this reality side by side with the propaganda that we will lick the traffic problem in 6 months. And sometimes, if you don't see these things, you think that that is good. Traffic will be better in 6 months. In other words, we no longer believe our own primal experiences, what C.S. Lewis calls primal history. But we believe much more all of these anonymous authorities behind media. Now, it's good for us to realize that technology shapes us. Long ago, since the 60s, Marso has said something to this effect: the medium is the message, no? You often hear this. What he means by this is that it's not so much the content of the medium, whether it's print or audiovisual, but it's really the linearity, the cognitive orientation that shapes us. So that, for instance, if you're too much of a literate person, in other words, you are used to the printed page, no? Literate. Chances are your mind cognitively runs in linear terms, no? Linear. A, B, C, D, no? 1, 2, 3, like that. And you learn to lecture, kagaya nito, meron kang A, B, C, then you can outline, no? Now, that is linearity. And according to Makluhan, this is fostered by your immersion in the printed page. You learn linearity or sequential thinking. Sequence, no? Thinking is in sequence. As against, for instance, yung ating mga matatanda, yung mga sinuuna. If you notice, ang cognitive orientation nila is not linear. No? It's circular. Para kang nagpipil ng OMF. Okay? Then you keep asking, when is he ever going to the point? No? Parang ang tawag natin dyan, ligo. Ligo. In other words, if you're trained in a Western cognitive orientation, you will ask, ang tagal naman ito, when is he going to the point? Na? Yung circularity is like peeling an onion. Yung linearity is like slicing. No? You get to the bottom. Yung buod, no? What is being said. Now, I think it's important to recognize that there is some truth to what Mafuha is saying. If you are highly literate, you tend to be linear in your thinking. Okay? Now, another media theorist, Harold Innis, he is saying that people in oral cultures, orality, privileges keepers of memory. What he means by this is that if I'm an oral person, chances are I have better memory than the literate person. You know why? Because the literate person, ang memory niya is what is written in the notebook. No? You want to remember something, you write it down. No? Whereas if you're an oral person, you will listen carefully and stamp it in your mind. This is the reason why tribes people, halimbawa, have very good and very long memories. No? Traditional societies have long memories. Yung mga matatanda, sila yung keepers of the tribal memory. No? Now, there is a sense in which ang media can enlarge the range of what is humanly possible. That's why McLuhan, in one of his books, says that media is like an extension of man. No? It extends your eye, extends your ear. Even if you don't, or if once you read a book or watch television, you don't see these things physically, but you can see it. It has enlarged your what? Your visual field, no? Extension. Media is an extension of a human being. At the same time, media frames the limits of the universal discourse. What do we mean by this? You actually have no eyes for things that are not labeled for you. No? Things that are not labeled for you, limits of your universal discourse. In other words, I think I will talk about this a little later. No? For instance, kung ang language has no words for certain things, like we don't have a word for privacy. Now we have no indigenous word for privacy. We don't know that concept until we have become westernized. And you speak the language of English people. What we have is actually also Spanish, privado, público. But we do not have an indigenous language for privacy. Why? Because we don't know that concept. Realize this? The limits of your language is the limits of your words, sabi nga ni Susan Lang. No? In other words, kung wala akong vocabulary for that, then I don't know it. No? And also, if nothing, this thing has not been labeled for you, you don't see it. Halimbawa, ang mga Eskimos have 30 different words for snow. Ha?